What's up, you guys? It's Booster J here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking off the front and rear wheels off the E30. So I don't know if I was in focus in that first shot, but we got the jack stand, we got the jack, the special E30 jack, spanner wrench, and the breaker bar to break the bolts free, which I've already done because these were on there really tight, and who knows when the last time they were taken off. So let's get the jack, and today we're going to be wearing gloves just because it's brakes and it's brake dust and all that good stuff, so I don't feel like touching that. So let's hook up the jack and get it up in the air. So now that we have the front wheel off the ground, that's all we need. We can take it off with the spanner wrench. There you go. There's one. There's two. There's three. And there's four. There you go. Alright, so we got the wheel off. And I don't know if you guys can see from this angle. It's out of focus. Let me kind of focus that in for you guys. Actually, you know what? Let me get this light right here and I'll show you guys exactly how good the brake pads are. So from this angle, let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. So there are the brake pads right there in between the caliper and the rotor, of course. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's in right wedged in there. So right there, and they're pretty good because you can see how much pads there are left, and then you can see where the metal bracket is, and that's that. But something on the rotors though, I don't know if you can tell on camera. Actually, you can. There's this bright silver line right there. Let's see if I can actually focus it in. Yeah, I don't know. You guys can see this little silver ring right about there. Well, these rotors are so old that there's a little bit of a groove that's been built in to the rotor. So if you start from the bottom and move your way up, you can see how the rotors are really low down here. But as soon as it hits this little silver groove, it comes up and extends out. So there's less of the rotor here and more rotor up here. So there's been more wear down here and minimal wear up top. With that being said, these brakes are pretty good and in better condition than I thought and expected. So I'm glad to know that I still got some brake life left. With that being said, let's put the wheel back on. So let's lift the car up a little bit, get the jack stand out from under there, and we'll put the car back down. Alright, so the car's all the way on the floor now on its own. So let's get the breaker bar and finish it off. So we'll start with this one. There we go. Push it forward a little bit. That's perfect. 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 There we go. Alright, so we got the back wheel off, and now here's the rear rotor on the driver's side. As you can see, these really need to be replaced. These are the stock rotors from 91 when the car left the factory, and the brake pads are good though because these were changed middle of 2016, so those are looking good, but the rotors really need to be changed somewhat soon because you can see how thin they are right there. But another thing for another time is the shocks. I'm looking into either KYB shocks or Bilstein V4 shocks, and those are like street sport type shocks. The Bilsteins are for sure. KYBs are just, you know, a replacement, because you can see that these are leaking, and on the rear, the right side, the passenger side, actually leaks, and you can see it right there. That's from a shock leaking from the bottom, so like a faulty seal or something like that, but those need to be changed soon. But let's put the wheel back on. Remember to put your bolts down on a star pattern. Always do that. I don't think it matters when you take it off, but I know it sure does matter when you put them on, so make sure to do that, and everything will go smoothly. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm Booster J. See you in the next video. Peace.